The Nintendo eShop has been on a winning streak with their sales recently, and this week's drop of new games is no exception. Now today I've got 15 games for you all covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. My name's Alex, this is SwitchCorner, let's get started. As always, I do have two winners to announce for two $10 eShop gift cards later in the video, and then two more to give away. To enter, drop a comment down below and those winners they'll be announced in next Saturday's deals video. If you are grabbing anything as well, consider using cornershop.gg for your eShop credit. That is going to be instant delivery via email, and of course it directly supports the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy the video, consider subscribing, that helps me out a huge amount. Samurai Warriors 5 is back at its lowest price yet with 40% off. Now I reviewed this game on the channel and I was really impressed with it. They've basically stripped things back to what made the genre popular in the first place while introducing a stunning new cel-shaded visual style. Now the game, it takes place during the Sengoku period in Japan, a time of war and political unrest. Many individuals, they are fighting for control during this period, and we're going to be following the stories of several influential figures. This means lots of enemies to slay in typical Warriors fashion, and then there is 27 playable warriors to choose from. Runs great, and tackling massive waves of enemies is still incredibly satisfying. Check out my full review in the pinned comments. Crysis 2 Remastered and Crysis 3 Remastered both get a new low price 50% off, and this is really only going to be beneficial to those that want a specific entry or maybe own the first game already, as that did release quite a bit in advance. Everyone else, the trilogy, it regularly drops, and that is typically right around $30, so I would say hold out because the first is by far the best. Here though, we continue this battle against invading forces now in New York, and it still looks incredible and the gunplay is top quality. The second one, it had a more linear design but some fantastic set pieces, while the third one took elements of both with linear moments connected to these small open areas. The bow in the third game though was a fantastic addition, and the suit power-ups, they are still great fun throughout both entries. The only warning I give with these games, the third one, it is extremely short and they removed the multiplayer functionality. NeverAwake is 20% off, a new low, and I reviewed this on the channel in a roundup video, and while it is a bit expensive, I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Self-described as a nightmarish twin-stick shooter, we are a girl who never wakes up, and we are fighting through our nightmares. Think pets, medical visits, healthy foods. Definitely a strange one, but it has some great boss encounters, and it gives you freedom in movement with the screen often panning in different directions. It's also unique because you don't finish a level, or rather it keeps going until you pick up a certain amount of collectibles or souls. Now I've linked the video down below. It may be too expensive still for some, but I still wanted to give it a shout out. I'd like to say a big thank you to Square Enix for sponsoring today's video, and I do have some exciting news to share with you all on their behalf, and that is the new Final Fantasy XIV online free trial. It is now available on PC, PlayStation and Mac. You can play 2 award-winning games for free and reach character level 60 without any sort of time constraints. What's more, you can experiment with 14 different jobs with a single character build and customize every single aspect of them, from their race to their gender to their clan. The real fun though comes in the appearance menu, which offers a huge amount of freedom with a great selection of options to choose from. Now, as someone who has been a fan of Final Fantasy here for a long time, I've spent countless hours exploring the game's world and customization options over the years, and now it's your turn to experience it for yourself. To get started on your adventure, follow the link in the pinned comment below to access that free trial. KO the Kangaroo is a 3D platformer that follows our lead on a quest to uncover the truth behind his missing father, armed with a pair of magical boxing gloves. The game takes us through several different environments with fun combat mechanics and unique abilities. I especially enjoyed the boss encounters, had some fantastic designs, and they tie into the world that we are trying to overcome. However, it is worth noting that at launch there was a crash issue with saves, but that has since been fixed, so I won't be linking my coverage. The only other issue with this game now is the incredibly annoying voice acting, and I will say the frame rate still struggles occasionally. Genre fans though, I do still think it is worth a look. This bundle also includes the latest DLC, which adds in 5 new levels and a themed outfit, and you're getting it at a new low price, 45% off. Griftlands is a deck-building roguelike game set in a broken-down sci-fi world where every single decision matters, whether it's the jobs you take, the friends you make, or the cards you do collect. You can play as Sal, Rook, or Smith, each with their own specialized deck and abilities, and you'll explore different environments with unique factions and locations. The game features challenging boss battles, the ability to hire mercenaries or find pets, and the option to outwit or overpower your enemies. Each playthrough offers new situations and strategies to explore, and decisions made, they will have lasting consequences. That's what I really like about this one, the idea of talking yourself out of a situation instead of going to war. It's matching the low price then, 45% off, and I did feature it in my top deck builders video, which I'll be linking down below. The Capcom Fighting Bundle includes 2 games, Capcom Fighting Collection and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. The Capcom Fighting Collection features 10 titles from iconic series such as Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, Cyberbots. It also includes the first home console port of Red Earth. Then the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, that includes 12 titles from the Street Fighter series, ranging from the original Street Fighter to Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. The bundle offers a wide range of powerful fighting action across classic and iconic fighting games, and any genre fans, they should absolutely be picking this up. It's a whole lot of game for your cash. Even if you only want one of the 2 games as well, they're both worth checking out individually, since the Street Fighter Collection is currently on sale for $10 and the Fighting Collection is $20. I've also included links sent to my review for the Fighting Collection and also my list of best fighters on the Switch in the pinned comment. 58% off here, it is a new low. Beverage Stars was a surprise hit for me, and I featured it in a review roundup, which I'll be linking below. Not a massive fan of visual and novels personally, but this one balanced multiple elements perfectly. Think heavy dialogue, but then still alongside choice given to the player, so who will you talk to, accuse, and so on. It helps that it's an incredibly interesting cast as well. The story though, we are taking part in a reality TV show when the building around us collapses. Now we are trapped, there's been a fatality, and all signs actually seem to point to murder. 70% off matches the low price, and I think that is more than reasonable. I love the visual style as well. With this game, kind of hand-drawn, looks incredibly impressive. Smurfs Kart was a pleasant surprise for me. While I didn't expect much from this kart racer, it managed to stay true to the source material and offered some really creative moments. Additionally, the controls were responsive and the track design, it was well done. Unfortunately, the game's biggest flaw is its lack of content. There are only 12 racers and 12 tracks, so once you finish a few trophy races, you've pretty much seen it all and you're left only then with time challenges. I was also disappointed to see that it only offered local multiplayer as well. It definitely limits its appeal. However, with a new low price here of 40% off, it is now a more reasonable purchase for those that want a fun family option, and I've included my full review in the pinned comment below. Our first winner of the week then is going to Devin, who was holding onto that cash because of the Xenoblade DLC, and I'm sure a lot of people joined you with that one. Congrats Devin, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, there is a second winner coming up here shortly in the video. Blossom Tales 2: The Minotaur Prince is a top-down adventure game that will appeal to old-school Zelda fans. Now, like the first game, it features a young girl who immerses herself in a fantasy world created by her grandfather. In this installment, our heroine's brother is in trouble, and an evil king is basically trying to recruit him, so she now sets out to save him. The story is simple, but well executed, with a charming location and engaging combat that does get progressively more challenging. The environmental design as well is also top quality, with some really well done puzzles. I've posted my full review in the pinned comment, and with 30% off, I do think it is worth checking out, and that matches the low price. My pickup of the week then is Digimon World Next Order. That's here with a new low of 30% off. As always, this is not a recommendation, rather maybe you'll want to join me for the ride, but I've wanted to play this since I saw SwitchUp's review, who were mostly impressed, even if it has some dated elements. The game features over 200 Digimon to collect and an evolved AI battle system where players can train their Digimon to fight cooperatively. Our mission is to restore order to this world that has been overrun. The discount here was enough to persuade me to take a look. Really now looking forward to diving in. If you have played it yourself, so let me know in the comments, would love to hear your thoughts. Fatal Frame has discounted prices for its latest entries, Maiden of Blackwater and Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. They both have 25% off and both are ports of classic horror experiences. Now the games, they follow the concept of using a camera to defend yourself from ghosts and explore the world. Maiden of Blackwater follows a group of leads who investigate a mountain with dark secrets, while a Mask of the Lunar Eclipse that follows a group of teenagers who mysteriously disappeared during a festival and returned with no memory of what happened. These games are going to be great for horror fans. They offer some truly creepy moments, and just overall there's a great atmosphere in this world. My review for Maiden is in the pinned comments. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe is incredible, but also difficult to talk to. I don't want to give too much away here, so I'm sticking with the description. The game follows Stanley, who works in an office and must navigate a series of strange and surreal moments, or I guess situations, often with the help or hindrance of a narrator. The game is known for its humour, self-awareness and meta-narrative elements, and it allows players to make choices that affect the story in unexpected ways. The Ultra Deluxe version then expands on the premise, adding new choices, paths and endings. This game is genius, and if you want a spoiler-free review, check out mine in the pinned comment. It's currently though 50% off, and that is a new low. Our second winner then is Inner Rise, who didn't realise Tetris Connected had a multiplayer. It even has crossplay as well, which is always going to be a big bonus. Congrats Inner, drop me an email to claim your code, and everyone else, drop a comment down below for your chance in next week's video. Tactics Ogre Reborn then is now 40% off, which is a new low price, and this tactical RPG is based on the 2010 release with updated graphics, sound and gameplay elements such as the removal of randomized battles on the world map. The game features a compelling story with everything from missions for vengeance to civil war, and the combat, it takes place on three-dimensional battlefields, providing a learning curve but ultimately an addicting experience. Now my preview video is in the pinned comment down below, definitely worth a watch, but you will see I was really enjoying it. That said though, I do want to be transparent as well. I'm still trying to wrap it up myself. And that's the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library? Let me know in the comments. Then a shout out to the patrons of the channel who are going above and beyond. It helps more than you know, so thank you all so much. Then hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, lists and news daily, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.